Hello everyone, Robert Saunders here, Dell Technologies. Really excited to close out this kind of three-part demo series here we had around Blueprint Assist. I talked about the fundamentals of Blueprint Assist. The last time we built the blueprint, and now with this demo, we're going to upload it to the orchestrator. We're going to execute a workload. This is cool. So we're talking about the bottom part of that diagram there where I have the blueprint locally, and we're actually going to upload it to the orchestrator, and it's going to execute, and we're going to do this all with the DAP Blueprint Assist CLI. So let's take a look at this. This is going to be pretty cool to show here. So again, I'm working from the Devon desktop IDE. That's what we have here. That's our tool of choice. That's where we're going to be doing my demos from. And I have the demo kind of scripted here. So I'm set in bypass mode. The blueprint that we created with the previous demo is sitting over there in that target build folder. Yes, it's part of this repo, but you can actually build them and put them anywhere you want to. Folder structure could be on Windows, could be on Linux, could be on Mac. We have support for all of it with Blueprint Assist. Now, I'm going to ask a few natural language questions here right out of the gate. I'm going to say, show me the orchestrator connections that you have available. There's one I'm going to use for this demo. It's going to be called Stamp 3, and you're going to see it here in a second. We have a few different connections, and there they are. I see some profile names. I see different versions of maybe Stamp 3. There's a few different, there's a full FQDN and just a short name. I was playing around with some different versions there. So yes, I have the connections available. And now I want to take a look at the plugins. So I'm going to use the BPA CLI just to take a look at the plugins to make sure the plugins I need for my deployment are going to be there. And I see the vSphere plugin. Now I can also do this programmatically, and I can check in real time when the upload happens. But I know that that one's a good one, so I just quickly queried it to show everyone that you can query directly with the CLI. And I also look at the orchestrator here real quick. The UI confirms that there is no demo blueprint. It's going to be up there at the top here in just a second. But we're going to do this all from the CLI. So I'm in natural language. I'm going to actually ask our AI tools here that we're using to upload the blueprint. I don't want to deploy it because I want to show that as a separate step. So I'm telling the AI engine just to do this much for me right now and upload it to the orchestrator. And it's using the Blueprint Assist tooling to do just that. So I fast forwarded this here a little bit, and then it is going to be done here in just a second. It's parsing it out, polling, and it is all done. So as requested, it's telling me I did not deploy it. It's just uploaded and ready. Perfect. That's what I wanted to do. If I'd like to, I can also look at the upload status. I could do that, or let's just go ahead and create the deployment. Again, I'm doing this with natural language. You don't have to, but I'm using the AI tooling. So I'm just going to ask it to go ahead and do this deployment. And it's going to go out and use dap-bpa and build the deployment. It's uploading it to the orchestrator. It's going to then execute this all from this CLI. So there it is, the deployment ID. The deployment was created, but now the workflow is running. So now we need to monitor the workflow. So I'm going to poll the execution status, again, using the AI tools to do that. You don't have to. You can go right to dap-bpa if you would like. But let's go over here to the UI, and there it is. We see it installing, and we also see that the template is getting created here from a vSphere perspective. That's all exactly what the blueprint is supposed to do. So that's a good deal there. And it's going to poll every so often. I sped it up just to show that, and there it is. The install finished successfully. That's perfect. And then it's going to give me the output. There's the execution ID. If I need these parameters later, you see it also reported back the RDP IP if I'd like to connect that way. I gave it an IP address when I deployed, so that's perfect. And that was all part of the JSON file that I fed in through the automation. I can also, if I'd like, I can query the CLI directly, maybe in another terminal session. So let's open up another PowerShell session here and just do that. There's the output right there. It's deployed. It's active. There's also the latest execution ID. That's sometimes needed if you're going to query between a lot of different deployments or workflows. There it is right there. So super easy to get with the Blueprint Assist CLI. Now we're going to take a look here at some of the, actually right now we're going to actually use the CLI to do everything in reverse. It's great to deploy. It's also really nice to clean things up. Maybe you want to start over. Maybe you're doing a lot of iterative development. Maybe you're supplying VMs as infrastructure to some developers, and then you just want to programmatically take it back down when they're done with it. So let's simply uninstall the deployment. An uninstall from an orchestrator perspective is simply doing everything the deployment did, except it's in reverse order. So I'm going to validate the current status. There it is. There's the machine running. We deployed that. So now I'm going to use that same session, and I'm going to just kick off the uninstall. There it is. It's going. And I see right there the uninstall status is pending. Of course, it just queried. So now let's go back over to the AI engine and let's say, hey, why don't you poll for me and just tell me when this uninstall is done? So again, I asked a natural language question. I passed in the dap-bpa, CLI, and the parameters that I wanted to use. And it's going to poll there for a few. And now it's reached its target state of uninstalled exactly what I wanted to do. I never had to go to the UI to execute anything. We can take a look there. It's uninstalled. I can then delete the deployment by hand through the UI, deleting, and everything is all cleaned up. How easy was that? Thank you very much for watching. Much more to come on Blueprint Assist. I really appreciate it. Thank you.